Mountains, cypress trees, and endless sunshine became a part of my bus ride to France. After an 8-hour journey, I arrived in the city of Marseille. With its blistering location on the Mediterranean coast, Marseille serves as the second largest city in the country. And thanks to its location, here you can sample some of the freshest seafood caught right around the area. Early in the morning, watch fishermen sell their catches at Wolf Port before having bouillabaisse, an iconic Provençal dish originated from the city. So I'm gonna try this famous dish in Marseille. It's called the bouillabaisse, and yeah, it's a seafood stew. Can't wait. It has a very rich flavor to it, like tomato, I would say, and a lot of like seafood kind of taste. Amazing. Architecture-wise, Marseille is full of it. A good example of architecture is presented at the design of Musée, a beautiful cube-shaped museum with a latticework shell of concrete exterior built right across the Fort Saint-Jean, which is connected by a footbridge. While Marseille has the charms, the sea is still the most alluring. Take a short ferry ride to Ile-Ratonneau, a rocky island that boasts incredible beaches for a good suntan. Get back to the port at sunset and be rewarded with a lovely scene of energetic locals enjoying their evening and a twinkling atmosphere of the city's gleaming buildings. I love this place already. Just 2 hours away is the lovely city of Nice, the shimmering jewel of the French Riviera. Nice feels a distance from all the chaos most cities have. It's a relaxing and charming place to be in. Exploring the wellness area, you will find hidden alleyways leading to cathedrals and open-air markets filled with flowers of all colors. And of course, the beach. No visit in Nice or the Côte Zoo would complete without going to the beach. With that bright blue water in front of your eyes, it's really hard to just look away. To some, Nice may be just another European holiday spot, but to me, this might just be the most beautiful city I've ever been. Just a stone throw away, tiny Monaco sits pretty as a soaring city-state. Despite being the second smallest country in the world, Monaco stands out in glamour with luxury. From expensive cars to expensive real estates, everything screams money here. So, you might want to try your luck at the Monte Carlo casino. But hey, I'm not encouraging you to gamble. To really know Monaco, look away from the casino and head to the Rocher, the oldest part of the city-state. Here you can find the Palais Princier, home to the current princely family, and you can also catch a changing of the guard ceremony at every 11:55 a.m. Walk around and you'll be rewarded with stunning views of the Mediterranean Sea, and you realize that you really don't need to be rich to see Monaco. The best things in Monaco are actually free to see. My time in the French Riviera had ended, so I hopped on a plane down south to Italy's mighty capital city. Rome is the epicenter of all the Italian cities, as it has been for more than 1,000 years. With a sheer history of being an imperial city of one of the greatest empires ever existed, Rome has experienced it all. As the city has seen the rise and fall of historical events, the remnants can be easily found in almost everywhere. Nowhere can compete with the rich collection of ruins and artifacts in Rome. And there's always something ancient in wherever you turn your head to. Start your Roman insight in the morning at the Palatine Hill and gaze at the Colosseum without the crowds.
So I'm on the Palatine Hill right now, and that's the Temple of Venus. Behind me, that's the Colosseum. And where is it? Yeah, that one over there. That's the Arco de Constantine. There's so much history here to see.
Then explore the rest of the hill before you head to the Roman Forum, the nucleus of day-to-day life of ancient Rome. On the other side of the Tiber River, the Vatican, with its ivory-bright St. Peter's Basilica, awaits to be discovered. Climb up to the top of the dome to see the St. Peter's Piazza and much of the city of Rome. It sure does worth every step. Head down to the Vatican museums, and although it can be extremely crowded, coming here is an experience of art and history like no other. There's really no comparison when it comes to Rome, an epic ancient city that offers so much more than just its most famous sites. From museums, to local markets, to watching street performers, and not forgetting food, which is arguably the best in the world. A bus drove me up north to Tuscany, where the city of Florence is located. Florence, or Firenze in Italian, is one of the most prized highlights of the country. Being the birthplace of the Renaissance makes Florence an artwork than a living city, with its elegantly designed palazzi and grand-looking churches on narrow cobblestone streets, while the Duomo looms big behind all the action. You definitely feel like you are in a 15th century painting. Visit the Galleria degli Uffizi, one of the most important art galleries in the world, to see masterpieces from the names of Sandro Botticelli, Leonardo da Vinci, and Michelangelo. I was thrilled to see everything. As art abounds in Florence, one should dive in the making of food. I joined a pasta making class, and it was really a great insight in the preparation of the Italian cuisine. While the Arno River flowed, it was time for me to learn about winemaking. Tuscany is a well-known region for it, and there are thousands of vineyards to visit and learn about the process. Victoria di Montemoli gave me the best experience I could ever ask for, and also the best tasting. Nearby, the small town of San Gimignano offers a glimpse of a medieval era with its stone towers. Although it's now touristy than ever, wander away from the main street, and you'll find empty quarters to enjoy all to yourself. And why not end my time in Tuscany with a plate of pappardelle al Signale? Just merely 2 hours away, Emilia-Romagna's capital city became my next destination in Italy. Bologna is a place that most people rarely visit when it comes to Italian cities, but I'm really glad that I did. Like San Gimignano, it has 2 stone towers standing above the busy streets of the city center. Then, wherever you walk, you'll find arches, It will lead you to some of the most surprising corners of the city. While Bologna doesn't offer much for sightseeing, this is the best place to wind down and relax, especially with a good mix of gelato. My journey in Italy summed up in the lagoon of Veneto, in the beautiful city of Venice. This city needs no introduction, and a description for it hardly lives up to its name. Venice is a floating city in a lagoon, and it's just an extraordinary place to be in. And calling it beautiful is really just an understatement. Unlike any other major cities, roads are replaced by canals, and Venice has 150 of them. To get around, a boat is necessary. A public ferry is the most efficient way to move around, but a gondola is perhaps the most iconic. Nowadays, it's mostly for tourists that are willing to pay 80 euros to tour the canals. But my advice is to experience one without breaking the bank. Opt for a traghetto, a local gondola ride that will take you across the Grand Canal for just 2 euros. Learn about the craftsmanship of the gondola through a squirrel. Although you can't get in to experience it, viewing it from a distance does give you an insight of it, and is best paired with a chiquetto. Venice has an abundance of things to see, such as the Piazza San Marco, but they can be extremely crowded in most of the times. One tip I can give away is to get to these places early in the morning.
So yeah, just wake up early in the morning, like me, at 7 a.m. Look at this. It's so empty.
The city has a lot of hidden gems too, from the so-called library that Indiana Jones was at, to a flooded crypt. What I really liked about Venice was exploring the many unique stores found in the city, like Libera Acqua Alta, a bookstore of unusual displays, and cats. From the unusual discoveries, head to the other islands for more. You can choose to explore Murano for its glass making, Burano for its colorful buildings, or go offbeat a little in Torcello. I came back to Venice just in time for an opera show in the Grandro of Teatro La Fenice. The show was the one and only Il Barbiere di Signoria, and it was a masterpiece that has to be seen to be believed. Like a living museum that floats, Venice seems timeless. Perhaps everyone dreamed of coming here. Some got the chance, some didn't. Although my time in Venice had come to an end, I will return one day to experience its majesty all over again.